Well, hello friends, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Betty, and this is the Well-Rounded Workshop, where sawdust meets sugar. Now normally I like to use scrap wood, dumpster wood, questionable wood, but today I'm going to do things properly. I'm actually heading to the store to buy some wood because this project involves candy, and I figured maybe we shouldn't store food in something that used to be a fence post. I've been seeing these candy dispensers online, and of course I thought, that's exactly what this workshop needs. Better snack infrastructure. But I'm putting a twist on mine and making 3 separate sections because emotional support comes in multiple flavors. And it's going right in the shop, so when I need a little sugar motivation, I don't even have to leave the workspace. Shop upgrades are a serious matter, and I'm investing in morale. So let's head to the store. Okay, so I'm out looking for some wood for my next project, and I do need something that is not treated, and I see a really good deal, $2.49 for these cutoffs. They're 1 by 12 by 2 pine shortboard. I'm gonna grab 8 of these. That will work perfect. See you back at the shop. So I'm back from the store. I ended up getting 8 pieces of that pine because it was such a great deal. For this project, I only need 2. And to start off, we're going to work on the backboard. So the backboard of my project is going to be 24 inches by 10. And the piece that I got just happens to be 24, so that's great. So I just have to mark it at 10 inches. I will do that. And then we'll go over to the table saw and get it cut down as soon as I get this. So we're going to head over to the table saw and get this cut down. So I've gone ahead and cut my back down to 10 inches. Now I'm going to work on the middle section. And that's basically made up of the sides and these center pieces. And that's going to create the funnel system for the candy machine. So I'm going to trace all my pieces out here, and then I'm going to go over to the drill press and cut the dispensing wheels out, and then use my scroll saw to cut these sections out. This part right here, the tracing, the drilling, the cutting, it's not the flashy part of the build, but it might just be my favorite. There's really something satisfying about taking an idea that only exists in your head and slowly giving it shape. One line at a time, one cut at a time. It's quiet, it's patient, and it reminds you that good things don't have to happen all at once. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be yours. Every mark, every adjustment, every little correction, that's all part of the story. And before you know it, something that didn't exist before is sitting right there in front of you, made by you. And there's something pretty special about that. Okay, so I got all the pieces cut for the middle section, and they all need a light sand, so I'm going to start that. So I got my pieces all sanded down, and I took a 2-inch Forstner bit and created a little pocket in the wheels for the candy to fall down into. So I'm almost ready to get this thing assembled. Now, if you're watching at home and you're thinking, well, that looks amazing, but I don't have a workshop or fancy tools, don't worry, I've got you. I'm going to show you how to make a DIY candy dispenser using simple things you probably already have at home. So all you're going to need is a small box, like a tissue box or a milk carton, some scrap pieces of cardboard, a toilet paper roll, some clear plastic from food packaging if you want a window, and of course you're going to need some tape, scissors, and maybe a utility knife. Step 1, you're going to start with your box, and I'm using a tissue box. you're going to cut a small door in the back so you have access to the inside of your box. I've already cut it out. And then you're going to pull out that plastic piece. You don't need that. Step 2, if you want a window, you're going to cut an opening in the upper front of the box where the candy will be visible. Step 3, you're going to use a toilet paper roll as a guide to trace the candy exit on the lower front of the box. So you're going to put it down here, you're going to trace it out, and there you go. There's your candy exit, and you're going to cut it off. Step 4, you're going to cut a piece of cardboard to cover the front opening. You're going to mark and cut out the candy exit and a hole for the toilet paper roll to pass through. So I have one here. You can see I've already cut the candy exit hole and I've already made a hole for the toilet paper roll to pass through. And you're going to tape this piece securely in place. So step 5, you're going to tape a clear plastic window in the opening that's left. And that's going to be so your candy can be visible through that window. So step number 6, you're going to cut an opening in your toilet paper tube. The size will determine how much candy is going to come out. You're going to slide the tube through that hole that we made. And then you're going to take a thick piece of cardboard and you're going to tape it inside the back of the box to support that tube. Step number 7 is the most important part, the candy funnel. You're going to take a piece of cardboard the same width as your tissue box. Very important. It has to be the same width. You're going to fold it in half. Then you're going to cut a hole that lines up to the opening in your toilet paper tube. And now, most importantly, you're going to place it directly above the tube so the candy funnels down into it. And you're going to tape it securely. So this is roughly what it should look like inside. The funnel should be directly above your tube, so the candy funnels right down into the tube. Number 8, simple. You're going to just tape up the back of the box. Okay, you're going to tape it all up. Okay. Step number 9. Cut a small door in the top so you can fill your candy dispenser. And the last step, you're going to decorate that candy dispenser however you like. You're going to fill it up and you're going to enjoy. You're just going to twist your knob. It will fill up and the candy will come out the bottom. And here's the one I made. 10 easy steps to a fully functional homemade candy dispenser. And purely for the children, of course. Simple materials, simple tools, easy, fun, and the perfect project to make with your kids or your grandkids. So I'm going to need some dowels for the middle of these candy wheels. I don't have dowels, but what I do have is a free little table I got from the Buy Nothing page. And it has dowels. Okay, so I'm going to get this table broken down so I can get at these dowels. It's very wobbly, so there shouldn't take a lot to get this off, and it's already coming up pretty easy here. That didn't take much at all. That gives me some nice dowels, and I actually like the color of these. I may leave them the way it is, or paint them, either way. I'm going to take the rest of this apart because I do have some sort of plan that I think I'm going to do with it. I don't think it's real wood, but it's good enough for Betty. Alright, that was easy. We got this all broken down for my rainy day projects. We love those around here. And this is the part where everything starts to come together. All those individual pieces that didn't look like much on their own suddenly start becoming something real. A little glue, a few nails, and a whole lot of trust in the process. There's always a moment where you wonder if it's actually going to work, and then slowly, piece by piece, it does. And that's one of my favorite things about building. You start with a pile of parts, and you end up with something that never was, until you made it. And honestly, it's way more fun when candy is involved. Everything is all glued and brad nailed together, and it's really starting to look nice. This motivation station, I can't wait to try it out. So I got my dowels cut down to 1 inch. Now I just need to drill out the holes in the candy wheels, glue them in place, and install the knobs. And this is the part where precision actually matters. Drilling straight, lining up the dowels, a little glue, no pressure. My dad just used duct tape and a prayer on projects like this, so I'm trying a slightly more careful approach. Fingers crossed it still comes together, but if not, I do own duct tape. Okay, so I'll let these dry and get working on my plexiglass. So I'm going to get this plexiglass cut down to 10 inches wide. Okay, I got my plexiglass all cut down to size, and now I just have to drill out the holes for where the dowels will go through. So I ended up cutting 2 pieces of pine, gave them a splash of red to give this machine some color, and I'm just going to use the brad nailer and get them nailed into place. I'm really liking how this shop candy dispenser is coming together. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a paste that's made up of a food grade mineral oil and beeswax. I'm going to rub this in and let it sit overnight before I finish it up with the top and the plexiglass. I'm going to rub it over the whole machine. So while the beeswax paste is drying, let me show you a little bonus snack hack in keeping with our candy theme. This is perfect for those last-minute dinner guests you want to make feel special, or at least think you tried. All you need is a simple paper cup like the leftover ones from your summer barbecue. You fold the cup in half, and then you cut off the top lip. Just like that. And then you're going to fold each corner down like so. One corner. And then fold the other corner down like so. And just give it a press. And then you're going to take those and you're going to fold them inside like that. Put a couple holes in, punch a couple holes. And I cut up a little scalloped part that I can put on the top and run my ribbon through. Simple. And just like that, you've got an individual snack cup for each place setting. Fill them with a sweet treat, and your guests will never know this was a last-minute decision that you made 5 minutes ago. Okay, so we're getting close to the finish line. I'm just going to start working on the top, and I need a piece that's 24.5 by 2 inches wide. And I had this piece laying around the shop that's going to work great. It's 25, so I don't have to take much off of that. Okay, so I'm going to get this over to the saw and get it cut down. So I got the top piece cut and sanded, and then I cut 3 little insert pieces. They're going to kind of fit in like this. I need to get them glued and nailed into place, and that's going to help the top sit right down in there nice. I'm just going to give a little bead of glue here on each one. I'm just going to pre-drill the holes in the plexiglass so there's no splitting. I can almost taste the candy now, and this top fits snug. It's like a friction fit. So I just have to clean it up, fill it up, put some knobs on, and we're ready for the final reveal. And I just wanted to take a quick moment and thank one of my subscribers for this tissue box. I absolutely love him, and I've already named him Murphy. He's going to keep my tissue off of my workbench and keep the dust out of it. And here it is, my wall-mounted triple section workshop candy dispenser, aka the Motivation Station. Precision engineered, carefully crafted with zero regrets. This may just be the smartest decision I've ever made. Tell me this wouldn't improve your workspace. Well, that's a wrap on the candy dispenser. I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out my videos, liking and commenting. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and click the bell to get notified when I post my next video. Until then, stay creative, stay inspired, and never underestimate the motivational power of snacks. And remember, treat your candy sweet and your wood even sweeter. Bye for now. And here's the one I made. 10 easy steps to a fully functional candy dispenser. You done?
Go.
Okay, so I cut the dowels down to 1 inch, and now I just need to screw out...
Screwing and drilling.
So I got the dowels cut down to 1 inch, and now I'm going to screw a hole. Okay. So I got the dowels, and I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole through the candy wheels, install these. No,